From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
How you doing? The kids have come to play today. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. With all due respect, have several seats. My girls are always turned out. I give it to you straight, no chaser.
Now, here's Wendy.
Thank you. You're the one. Party over here. Thank you so much for watching our show. And say hello to my fabulous co-host, my studio audience. Ah. Great, let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. So last night, I'm in Jersey, at home, minding my own business, eating leftover eggplant from Sunday dinner. And I turn on VH1 on account of Love and Hip Hop's got a storyline that I really love. The one in Hollywood, the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. It's Miles and Milan. Like, how does she not know, based on his eyelashes and a lot of his ways, and just, how does she not know she's dealing with a gay man? And I get it, men are real, men and women, we're very deceptive these days. We really do know how to, fake hetero, when in actuality, we're into something else. But I love Miles and Milan because I love, like, Love and Hip Empire and shows like that. But that's a scripted show. If you want to see real life, how it really goes down, allegedly, because that could be a storyline plot also. Miles and Milan on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, ridiculous, okay? Because, no, look. One of the guys, I get them confused, but one of the guys is in love with a girl, and the girl is in love with him, and the girl has no idea. Okay, in the meantime, he has a boyfriend over here, and they are really in love with one another. And the boyfriend is comfortable with his sexuality and out, and pressuring the one with the girlfriend, like, come on now, why can't we be booed up in public and hold hands? So on next Monday's episode, they're gonna go to therapy, the girl and the guy, where he's gonna tell her, while they're being therapized, that, he's in love with a mister. In the meantime, so that's next Monday for the show. But next Monday for our show, Miles and Milan will both be here. And I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. How you doing? So I'm driving to work this morning, minding my own business. All I want to do is just get here and do the show and entertain you. And so while I commute, I always have my magazines. I like a hard magazine. I don't like to read my magazines online. I like the magazines. I also like to look at some of my favorite websites, like MediaTakeout.com or Radar Online. So I was on Radar Online, okay. So this is what I saw, and I was so disgusted. Howard Stern and Dee Snider from Twisted Sister. Remember Dee from back in the 80s? Yeah, we're not gonna take it anymore! Howard and Dee are apparently not friends anymore. Now, this might not mean anything to you, but it means something to a lot of us. You know, I come from radio, and I have to say, you know, when people say, well, who do you admire in your trek to get here to the purple chair? 4 people. My mom. Oprah. Judge Judy. And Howard. Definitely. So, apparently, these two were friends. And you remember back in the mid-'80s, Dee was, you know, at his height with Twisted Sister. And Howard was struggling here in New York, trying to make popular on WNBC. Not struggle, but just, you know, he was earning his bones. And Dee was the bigger star. So they latched onto one another because they're both from Long Island. And they're both, you know, tall with a lot of hair. And they were both married. And while they were both part of like a rock and roll type of lifestyle, both of them like to go home and shut their blinds at the end of the day. They didn't want to mix and mingle with the celebrities. So that's what they had in common. Well, apparently, you know, fast forward to 2015, I'm on Radar Online, and the traffic's bad, and I'm trying to get to the studio this morning, but I'm looking, I'm like, really? So Dee is saying on his podcast that Radar Online got that he and Howard are no longer friends because Howard basically big-timed him. You know what that is? Like when you become big and then you have no time for somebody. So, you know, Howard was married to Allison back in the day, but then they divorced, and now he's married to Beth. But Beth and Howard got married. There she is. She's been on the show before. I've been on Howard's show. Dee Snider's been on our show. So I feel involved. I feel involved in this. Okay. So Beth and Howard got married in 2008, and who wasn't invited? Dee. Now, how are you not going to invite Dee? And Dee was shocked to hear. I know, but, you know, a lot of times, and, you know, we have a lot of Howard fans here on the show, you know, a lot of our crew. And you know how the thing is that people have complained since you've become a big shot. You know, you used to be the one who would talk about celebrity culture and wouldn't want to be a part of it. You just talk about them like in a really jerky type of way. It'd make us feel like you were one of us. But now all of a sudden, you know, we open up the Star magazine and you're at Jennifer Aniston's wedding and you're out at the Hamptons and you're being like, and you know what, Dee? I don't know what to say about, you know, the breakup of you all's relationships, except, Dee, you're old enough, because you and Howard are the same age, to understand that friendships have a season and a reason. And maybe... and I'm just saying, and maybe through Howard becoming a big shot with a $500 million deal at Sirius XM, and all of a sudden, you know, being, you know, with the bigger shots than Dee Snider, you know, from a group from the 80s, maybe Howard has gotten big time. But Dee, you know, and the thing about friends, like even, you know, getting this show and stuff, you know, there are people I'm not friends with anymore. But I didn't big time them. What had happened was, I didn't big time them to be going out with, you know, friends to the show. Like, you know, I could be out maybe with Ava Mendez after the show having lunch or something. Like, I'd go back to Jersey and pull the blinds. And the only reason why I'm... No. And the only reason that I'm not friends with certain people is not because of big timing. It's because sometimes people want to spread your business, and I haven't changed, but you have. So now I don't want to be friends with you anymore. Do you understand? Anyway, enough. I'm done. Suzanne, I explained that okay?
Yeah, you totally made it all make sense.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Just like how I'm never invited over to your house and stuff.
But But you know what? But that's how we are, though.
Yes, no, I get it. I get it.
You know how we make lovely friends here at the show.
Yes.
I never saw you with Sarah Jessica Parker.
No, I don't think she'd hang out with me, but...
You know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I get it.
Anyway, I was just sorry to hear about a 2-decade-long friendship gone by the wayside. That's all. Howard and Dee. Guess who doesn't want Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner to get back together? Ben's best friend, Matt Damon. Exactly. Okay. According to OK Magazine, Matt is alleged to be saying that he never liked Jennifer Gardner and doesn't want them to reunite. Now, I don't know what makes him talk out of the side of his face like that, but now his relationship with Ben Affleck, to me, is officially over. Because Jennifer Gardner, whether you liked her or not, Matt Damon, that is the mother of his kids, number one. Number two, they are not officially divorced. What if they get back together? Now, they both know that you never liked her to begin with. So you've just lost a best friend. And I don't think that it's good for anybody to say that they don't like somebody else's boyfriend or girlfriend. Like, I'm not that kind of friend. You know, I can talk freely when I'm speaking to you all because I don't feel... It's weird. I'm a better communicator with the masses than I am with the one-on-ones. When it comes to one-on-one, I am biting my tongue. You can look horrible in your outfit. I will never say, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? Your hair can be a horrible... I would never say it. I might not like your boyfriend or your husband. I would never tell you. Does that make me a bad friend? No. I mean, you know, I'm more honest when I sit here and talk to you than I am in my real life because I just feel like real-life feelings get real-life hurt with real-life people. You know, I'm a sensitive. You know, even if Ben Affleck goes on and officially divorces Jennifer Gardner and they never get back together and say Ben Affleck moves on to another woman, I still wouldn't be friends with Matt Damon because what do you think about this new girlfriend? Are you lying? And why are you talking? I haven't seen you in so long. That's one of my old Judys from the show. There you are. Yeah. Welcome back. My girl has been here at least 500 times on the show. We're like, it's like family here. Yes. Anyway, I just don't feel it's right to criticize other people's spouses and boyfriends and stuff and girlfriends and whatnot. I just feel as though you're asking for a bruising, whether you're Matt Damon or whether you're, you know, Jane Doe from Main Street, USA. That's all. Well, I didn't realize that Playboy magazine was still being published, but apparently it is. And you could say goodbye to the magazine as you know it. Well, they just announced they're no longer going to have nude pictures in the magazine. Well, now, hold on now. Because this girl is as sexy as a nude picture. And that's only half a woman. It's half of her face. And she's showing nothing, but saying everything. And a lot of times, don't men say, I only read it for the articles? So Merry Christmas. They're your articles. I feel like this is probably low-key reaction to the Bill Cosby thing, you know, because right now he's in trouble. That 15-year-old girl who was at the Playboy Mansion, which is separate from the magazine, but still the same brand, with the same Hugh Hefner behind it. And I'm thinking that maybe they're pulling the pictures to disassociate. Thanks, Bill Cosby. You ruined the game for Playboy. But I feel like Playboy should have just shut down the whole magazine and put everything online. Because right now, people, if you want to see like beautiful nude people, don't you just go to your favorite websites and just look at them? Like, you don't need Playboy for that. If you really want good articles, actually, Playboy was not my mag. I mean, not my mag. Okay. Okay. Back when I was in 9th grade, there was a magazine that I used to enjoy buying, and it was about the size of the old TV guide, and it was called Penthouse Forum. Nothing but letters from pervs. Like the best, like wow. Like, am I the only one who remembers Forum magazine? Clap if you remember Forum magazine. Okay. Yeah, they should probably just put everything Playboy online at this. Did I ever tell you that back in the 70s, me and my family went on a little weekend retreat to the Playboy? Okay, look. Okay, what had happened was my Uncle Charles and my Aunt Dolores had a party for the family. The family, like, so everybody, you know, moms and dads come, they bring their kids, we're the kids. And it was at the Playboy Hotel here in Jersey. I believe it was in, where was it?
Sussex County?
Sussex County. I'm talking about the town.
Vernon.
In Vernon, New Jersey. And I'm like 10 years old, so my brother is 7, and my sister is 16. And my mom and dad. And there was nothing sexual going on, but the girls with the ears and those cottontails and that high-cut thing, breakfast, lunch, dinner, it was nothing sexual, but it was just a thing that was back in the 70s when Playboy they must have had like 10 of these places around the country, and there was one here in Jersey, and I had the pleasure of going with my weird family. Okay. Anyway, thank you. Do you all watch the after show? Did you see yesterday's after show when I was talking about the whole lack of booty thing? No, you haven't watched that yet? Okay, well, look. The booty craze has officially gone too far. I mean, Oprah, there was a time when you said you weren't going to be doing reality TV, but you got a channel filled with, there's some ratchetness going on the Oprah channel. And Ayanna Van Zant, and you know I love you, beloved. That's what she calls people. I love you, beloved. But I know that we've taken a turn for the worst when you sit down and talk about butt shots. Over the weekend, Ayanna Van Zant, which I didn't see this, my boys put me onto the game. You know what's so funny? That our homework is watching TV. My kid gets so upset about that. He walks in last night, I got like 10 more minutes of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. And it's in the commercial. I'm like, well, hurry up because the commercial's about to be over. He said, well, what are you doing? I said, I'm doing my homework. He goes, lucky. I said, mm-hmm. Look. So over the weekend, Ayanna sat down with this woman who calls herself a model. Well, isn't everyone these days? Who got black market butt injections that went wrong. Okay, you take a look and then we'll continue talking. Go ahead.
I can't sit or stand for too long. Let me stand up for a minute. Ooh. Thank you. I just got... Sometimes it'll cause an indent if you want to feel it. I'm sitting.
It's just warm. It's really inflamed.
It's really dark. It hurts. Okay. That's better. This thing is fierce, Miss Serie. Ooh, that's much better. It's a mess.
Now, here's what I'm going to say. Okay. First of all, my party's in the front, not in the back. So, only because on a regular basis, I get asked, get a reduction, you need butt implants, whatever. I'm not getting butt implants, and I'm not getting a reduction until it's, now, like when it's time, you know, I don't want to be an 80-year-old woman with perfect breasts. You know they're fake, right? So I will get them reduced one day. All I know is that the reduction for breast is more perfected than the reduction for that. Like, how is a girl like this, who's probably half my size, and like, what do you do with all the hanging skin once they remove the cement or the caulking from Home Depot? I don't know what's in her behind, but I do know one thing. Plastic surgery has become so easy for a lot of people to get these days that you all are just going Look, if you have to walk down into somebody's basement, and there's one swinging light bulb and a futon, you know you're in the wrong place. If you haven't gotten at least 3 consultations, you realize you're doing the wrong thing. For whatever your surgery is, for whatever it is, like, this girl has ruined herself. And Ayanna, you have stooped to an all-time low by talking to her. Really? And they say that men are to be blamed for the booty craze, but for my people and other people of color, booty is not a craze, it's a thing. I mean, not from, it skips some of us. Fine. But it's not a craze, it's a thing. But now, like, I feel sorry for guys because you all don't know what you're getting. Between the boobs and the booty and the tuckation of the Caitlynation. Men, God bless you, I love you, that's it. Listen, more great show for you. The very handsome Tay Diggs is here. We love Tay. But up next, it's time for Celebrity Lookalikes. So don't go far. Thanks. It's a totally Jersey-fied new Wendy with Nicole Polizzi. We're putting her in the hot seat. Let's see if Snooki can take the heat. Plus, we asked you to say it like you mean it, and now I'm reading your comments on the air. This should be fun.
Tomorrow on an all-new Wendy.
Yeah. Welcome back. It's time for Celebrity Lookalikes. Our first Celebrity Lookalike comes from Sergio C., who watches The Wendy Show on our YouTube channel in Abruzzo, Italy. Sergio, now hold on now. Sergio thinks he looks like Michael Jackson. My thing is, which Michael Jackson? Like, at what era? So here's the real Michael Jackson. Now here we go. And here's Sergio. Okay. I have to tell you that Sergio told my producer of, Tanya, of Celeb Lookalikes, that there's been no surgery done to him. He was born that way. Our next Celebrity Lookalike comes from Heidi S., who watches The Wendy Show on WNYW in Middle Village, New York. That would be Queens. And Heidi thinks her daughter Erica looks like Demi Lovato. So here's the real Demi Lovato, and she's very pretty. All right, bring it, Erica. from that angle. I love Erica's eyebrows. So good. All right, let's move along. Our next celebrity lookalike comes from Jamar C., who watches The Wendy Show on KTVU in Daly City, California. Jamar thinks he looks like 50 Cent. Okay, nice-looking man. Let's take a look at the real 50 Cent. Now let's take a look at Jamar. Maybe not 50 Cent, maybe 45 Cent. Okay. Hi, Jamar. Our final celebrity lookalike comes from Monica S., who watches The Wendy Show on KTBC in Austin, Texas. Austin, we're talking about you 2 days in a row. We love you. All right, Monica thinks that her son Sloan looks like Eric Stonestreet from Modern Family. Let's take a look at the real Eric Stonestreet. Now, let's look at Sloan. Yes, if you or someone you know looks like a celebrity, we love for you to share with us. Go to wendyshow.com. Everyone keep it here. Up next, Tay Diggs is here. Welcome back. Our first guest just ended his run on the hit Broadway show Hedwig and the Angry Inch, and now he's on his second children's book. It's called Mix Me. Please welcome back to our show the delightful and always handsome Tay Diggs. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you do athleisure. That's athletic and leisure. Leisure at the same. No, they call it something now. It's like you're not going to the gym. You're styling.
It's comfortable.
All right, put both feet on those feet. I really like your shoes.
Thank
you.
Here,
go ahead.
Oh, I see.
I want to give you shoe cam.
Shoe cam, y'all.
Tay, I really like those. What size woman's shoe do you wear? I know you're familiar now.
I don't know. They have for the show they customized the shoe.
Yeah?
For my foot specifically.
Well, what size man's shoe do you wear?
10 and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would mean that in a woman's shoe that you'd wear an 11 and a half.
11 and a half. Okay.
So we're the same size foot.
Oh, all right then.
You can leave those if you'd like.
Okay.
Just asking.
I do have to say I give it up to all you ladies. Thank you for wearing high heels.
They're sexy, right?
They're very sexy, but it's tough on the knees, tough on the IT band.
Yeah.
But I love what it does to the curvature of the backside.
Yes. And congratulations on your reviews for Hedwig and the Angry Winch, or Angry Inch. Sorry.
Hey, whatever.
And so I understand that you developed an affinity for nail polish. Oh,
I
my
did,
God,
yeah. I have to say, I wore nail polish for the role, but then afterwards, as you say, there was an affinity.
Yes.
So, so every once in a while, I'll keep it on.
Yes. Can I ask you why you're holding a brown bandana? Are you nervous? You've been here before.
This is what I call my Whitney rag. When I get a little sweaty,
oh, yes.
I can just dab it.
Oh, I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
So, Tay?
Yes. Uh-oh. You're sighing.
Well, not for nothing.
Okay,
People and our show, we're rooting for you and your ex-wife, Idina Menzel.
Yeah.
And, you know...
I'm rooting for us, still.
Well, no. The rotation is over because we want to see you romantically involved. I know you're rooting to be co-parents, which is great, but we want you back in bed.
Yeah, yeah.
So here's the thing, if you don't know. These two met, Idina and Tay, on Rent, when you were on Broadway.
Yes.
And that was
Broadway.
Almost 20 years ago.
Yes.
And people on Broadway, it was like a real love story. Like, people don't meet that way a lot, Tay.
It's romantic. It was romanticized.
Did you feel pressure to stay even when you knew it wasn't going to work?
No. I didn't know it was never going. I didn't know until I knew.
Until you knew.
Until we knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, by the way, a shout out to Tay's sister and Tay's mom. Both of them in the audience right there. That's nice.
I love it so much.
Really nice. So now you and Idina are co-parents.
Idina.
At least I didn't do the John Travolta.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Idina.
her sales went through the roof after that.
Well, yes, you know. All right, so you're co-parenting your 6-year-old son.
Walker the family.
Walker.
Dudes.
How's he doing?
He's awesome. He's an amazing little dude.
So he was, I guess, the inspiration for your book?
The book, yes. This book, Mixed Me. He is a product of a blended relationship, and I just wanted to write some words down so he would have something to refer to in certain moments, you know.
Well, it's nice because the whole world is becoming mixed now.
Yes.
There is no, you know, the whole world is mixed. So this is like an easy way.
Yeah.
An easier way, in childlike voice, for parents to introduce their children to why you're different.
Yeah,
and this is your second children's book.
First one was Chocolate Me.
Chocolate Me.
Second one is Mixed Me.
Yes. Now let's get back to your love life.
Yes.
Okay. So now there's no more Idina.
I mean, you know, we're co-parenting.
It's fine.
Very much a part of my life.
It's fine.
It's fine.
But he's got a new girlfriend. He met her in the club. Come on, elaborate.
All right, so
she's hot.
Cutie pie. What happened? So I was newly separated. My friend, a girlfriend of mine, dragged me to the club. She said, "We got to get you out. Just meeting people, you know."
Now, do you like the club? Do you get turned up?
I occasionally.
Yes.
I have in the past.
Were you turned up that night?
I hadn't yet.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I hadn't turned up because I was a little kind of gun shy. So I walk in, and all my people were saying, you know, "Come on, man, you're Tay Diggs. Like, go for the best of the best. Like, don't settle, don't slouch, don't go for somebody with a nice personality. Like, go for the." You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so they're like, go for the outside, not the inside.
They're like, you know, you're a nice dude. Just listen to us. You can get the supermodel type, is what they were telling me.
See, this is why you have to be careful of your man's friends.
Yeah. So I walk in, and I see this, like, ridiculously beautiful woman over to the left.
And tall.
Yeah, and I tell my girlfriend, okay, pick me somebody like, not her, but somebody like her, that amount of pretty.
Pimp?
No, I'm just...
Oh, my gosh.
I was just letting her know, according to what my boys were saying.
No, I like it.
I was like, all right, well, someone in this realm, let me see how I can work that.
So you have a type. You like a brunette.
No.
Yes?
I mean, it was like my boys were telling me, go, yes, yeah. I like darker.
Yeah.
I like darker.
Okay.
I said, somebody like her, but not her because I'll be too nervous to kick it to her. So we go in the club, a couple drinks later. I feel a tap on my shoulder. I'd like to introduce you to my friend, and it's the exact girl that I told her not to.
Okay, so now, does she sit with you in the banquette in the VIP area?
No, it was very kind of weird and awkward handshake. Her name was Amanza, and I called her Amanda twice.
So
What's
it sounds
name,
like
Amanda?
Idina. I'm just saying, no, you're consistent. That's good, Tay. Classic man. No, that's good, Tay. So her name is Amanza?
Yes.
That's how we say it here at the show, right? How you do it? Amanza.
She said Amanza. I said, oh, excuse me, Amanza.
She swung her neck?
A little bit.
So you met her here in New York then?
No, it was L.A., but she's from Indiana.
Wow.
And she's got black in her, so...
Okay.
That came out. And then I found out she had 2 kids, was also divorced.
Perfect. And everything.
Then we were off to the races.
Perfect. Now,
Yeah.
let me, it's a beautiful story, by the way.
It's cute, I think.
It is very cute. All right, I want to do some rumor patrol.
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Wendy.
Okay. Is it true, that you were born with a sixth and seventh finger? Is that true?
Wouldn't you like to know? In all honesty, yes. I was born with a sixth.
Can we get a finger cam, Rambo?
finger.
Wait, hold your hands very gently.
But wait.
No, I want to show everybody.
Do you? Because the rumor is that you were as well.
Look, I have it too. I was born with a sixth finger, which would make how you doing. I wish that we never removed. How you doing? That would be like, how you doing? Right? All right,
Yes.
let's show what that looks like on your
Right.
hand, though. Okay. Rambo, do you see? Does everybody see
Oh.
right there? That's the bump. I got the same bump.
See? Wait, touch it again?
We are so
Then this
freaky.
one,
I
know,
love
right?
you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your book.
Thank you. Mixed
The new one is called Mixed Meat. It's in stores
Buy it.
now. Tay Diggs, clap it up again. We'll be right back. It's a double dose of new Wendy. The talented diva duo, Mary performs live. Plus, we're getting gadget with it, with the best new home gear. And you know what that means. Hello, Wendy. You're all going home.
Thursday on an all-new Wendy.
Welcome back. It's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing? My name's Victoria.
Hi, Victoria.
So my boyfriend and I have been together for 2 years now, and we've talked about getting an apartment together and moving in. But the issue is we haven't really discussed our future plans, like marriage or family planning. So I don't know if it's the right move. What do you think?
Well, I go for living in sin. You know, how else do you get to know somebody a little bit better? But I do believe that you and he, how old are you, Victoria?
I'll be 30 next year.
Okay, pivotal time. Talk to him about marriage and kids and see what he says about that. Also, only one person's name needs to be on the lease. Now, whether it's you or whether it's him, and only one person needs to buy the couch. And you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that if by chance things go awry, then one person moves out and one person keeps furniture or whatever, okay? It's like a business. Yeah,
Got it.
have the talk with him, though.
Thank you.
Good luck, Victoria. Yeah. Hi, how you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good.
My name is Daniela, and basically my boyfriend and I have been in a long-distance relationship for about 2 years. He recently moved to New York about a month ago.
Nice.
The problem is that I have a cat, and he has bad allergies. He's sneezing all the time. He's popping too many Claritins. So what do? Should I give the cat to my mother, who lives in Connecticut, or should I tell him to move out?
Okay. How long is the long distance? Like, where was he living?
Atlanta.
Okay. And so now he's here.
Yes.
And you've been together with him for
About
2 years?
Yes.
I'm a dog mom, but I always believe humans over animals. Sorry. I did have a cat when I met my husband, and I gave the cat to one of my girlfriends because I was in love, and we were living together, and it all worked out.
Okay.
All right? So I say give the cat to your mom and visit on the weekends.
All right.
Okay. Sorry.
Thank you, Wendy.
Sorry. Okay. Race the Clock is next. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for Hot Topics, fashion, backstage dish, and more. Be sure you say it like you mean it. You always do. Welcome back. It's time to play Race the Clock. Let's meet our player. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Michael. I'm from Chicago.
Oh, one of
How
my...
you doing?
How you doing? One of my favorite cities. Okay, Michael, you're going to have 30 seconds to race the clock. Don't help him.
Okay.
And here's your question. In our celebrity lookalike segment, we showed you a picture of Michael Jackson, a lookalike. Okay, Michael had 12 songs that reached #1 on the Billboard chart, Hot 100.
Okay.
Name 3. And go!
Thriller.
No! That peaked at number 4.
PYT.
Oh. No!
You Rock My World, Beat It. Billie Jean. Scream.
No!
ABC 1, 2, 3.
No!
Rock with You. No,
Yes!
that's it.
Congratulations!
No.
Oh my God, yes! Oh, we're gonna send you for a delicious meal at at Philippe Chow's dinner for 2. Here you go.
Awesome. Thank you.
We'll be right back. Eye candy next.
Thank you so much.
So, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and today's audience eye candy is a breast cancer survivor. She's from Port Chester, New York, and her name is Tanita. Hi. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Tell us briefly about your experience.
I am a single 42-year-old mother of a daughter named Simone, and I was first diagnosed in 2010, and I had a lumpectomy, and I had radiation, and in July 2014, I had a double mastectomy, and in June, I started my reconstruction, and at the end of this month, I'll be finished. And I'm so excited.
Tell us about your look.
Well, my look, my dress was $24.99.
Cobalt blue, my favorite.
My belt was $14.99, and my shoes were $29.99.
Girl on a budget and a survivor. Here's your diva fan. In addition to that, our friends at Lord & Taylor are sending you with a $250 gift card.
Thank you.
Buy yourself something pretty. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Well, now, look, if you're ever in the New York City area, this is a party, correct? Come and join my studio audience and be one of my co-hosts, and be prepared to say it like you mean it, because we only have that one thing in common, correct? Amongst other things. Tickets are at wendyshow.com, and they're free, guaranteed a good time. I want to thank Tay Diggs. I love seeing you. Also my co-host, again, my studio audience. Tomorrow, my Jersey girl, Nicole Snooki Polizzi, stops by, and we're also going to put her in the hot seat. Yes, I do have you covered with all the hot topics. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.
Nice.